Well, thanks for hanging out with me on another video today, everybody. Obviously, I have another project that I am in the middle of working on. Not like I needed another one, but I thought it would be something that'd be kind of fun to do over the winter. When I initially got into motorcycling, which I made a video on a couple years, maybe a year and a half ago, I always wanted to do more of a fixer-up type of bike, but I knew that it would probably be me messing with it or working on it more than it would be to go out and enjoy it or ride it. That being said, the XJ that I have behind me, I purchased this past weekend for $400. So I'm looking at it as something that I can play with and work on, but also possibly sell and make some money on at some point. I'm going to be basically turning it into a cafe racer, which is my type of motorcycle that I like the look of. It's not everybody's thing. It's going to have a rear hoop with the LED in it, some other odds and ends. I'm going to probably do quite a bit to it, so this will be kind of an ongoing video. I'll probably have several more parts to the process of finishing the motorcycle. I want to try to bring you all along as much as possible with it. What you did not see on the video, I was able to get the bike mildly running last night. When I got it from the individual I picked it up from, he had some things wrong, or maybe the person before him had some things wrong. There was several spots where the wiring harness had been spliced into in the fuse area that's common on these bikes. Someone had tried to put a battery in it, and they actually had the wiring crossed, so the hot lead was running to the ground and the ignition relay was going to the negative side. So when I turned the key, it would do absolutely nothing, and it was probably on the verge of burning up something electronic wise, and I was surprised that it didn't. After I got the battery situated and I spliced all the wiring back together where the fuse block used to be, I was able to start to get some power to some of the instrumentation on the bike. So the lighting worked, the gauge and instrument cluster worked, and the start button was not working, and I was not getting any power from the control down to the start relay. So I jumped past the start relay on it with a screwdriver and was able to get the bike to turn over, which was a lot of what I was concerned about before I went this far with taking the bike apart. So knowing that it was turning over, the engine wasn't seized up, that made me feel a lot better. I tried to bottle feed it some gas, and it was wanting to try to fire off. Now I'm assuming as long as this thing's probably set and the condition of the carburetors, it was probably not going to run, but I was able to get it to run for a few seconds, and I didn't want to push it any further than that and cause any damage to the engine, just not knowing the state of everything. So that was sufficient for me to go ahead and say I'll put some time and money into it. And I'm assuming I'm hoping that some of the drivetrain and things like that are in okay order. So won't really know as far as the transmission side of the engine until I'm able to get the thing going. But like I said, I plan on doing a fair amount of work to the bike. I'm gonna continue to strip it pretty much completely down, clean the frame up, repaint the frame. Again, I'm going to be cutting off the back of the frame where the old original rear tail light and fairing was, and putting in a hoop bar system, new shocks, basically just going through the bike, mostly more on the labor end from my cost and time, and probably less expensive cost and replacement parts. So hopefully I'm able to get everything into a decent state. We shall see. I guess you'll see as you journey along with me as I work on it. So that was really all I wanted to share with you all, was that previous to you seeing me pull it into the garage. For the video, I was able to verify some things that were going on with the starting system, and that the engine turns over freely. So we appreciate you hanging out with us on the video. Hopefully, you know, I know I do a lot of different content. That's kind of how I am. I tend to shift my focus and my interest level pretty frequently, but I like to do that with the channel. That is why I enjoy doing the videos. I don't try to make it some rigid thing where I only do decks, or I only do kitchens, or talks, or whatever. I like the variety of the videos that I do. Hopefully my regular subscribers like this kind of content. I enjoy bringing this kind of content to you. If you have any questions about it, feel free to drop me a comment. If there's something I'm doing wrong, feel free to drop me a comment if you've worked on one of these before. This will be my first motorcycle. I do have a mechanical background for the people that have maybe listened to me talk on some other videos. I used to be a mechanic by trade. I didn't always work in construction. I went to college for mechanical work, but I've mostly worked on diesel equipment. So that being said, we will see how this thing comes out. And we just, like I said, we appreciate you tuning into the channel. That really does help support us. If you like this, give me a thumbs up, like the video. All those things help out. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care and have a good day.